Alright, we're going to do a video. This is a one-bedroom apartment with a fairly decent stained carpet. It's got some gum in that spot there that we're going to
It's got some bread too.
try to take out. Yeah, there's a little red stain over here, but it's really old. A lot of times the really old ones aren't going to come out. We're using the Dupray neat. He's filling it up right now. You gotta see how that works.
It holds a jar with this much water.
Yeah, I mean, there's a measured amount you can put in.
It's like, I don't remember, 64 ounces or something. I don't remember.
56, something.
We measured it, and I don't remember what the measurement is. You have to look at the manual if you buy one of these things. There's two ways you can fill it up. A partial fill, which heats up in 8 minutes, and a full fill, which heats up more like 10 or 12.
We usually fill it all the way.
We fill it all the way because we don't want to.
He's got the trigger locked down because it helps it fill up faster because the air can.
It takes pressure off. It takes off the vacuum or whatever.
You just want to make sure you release that trigger before you start heating it up so you can pressurize faster. Otherwise, you can't figure out why it won't finish heating up. So fill that up, plug it in, about 10 minutes. While we're waiting for that to heat up is when we put down our pre-spray.
That's when we get the wand ready, the pre-spray, all that sort of stuff, the good stuff. The stuff that really cleans the carpets.
Yeah, the bedroom we're going to do doesn't really have any stains that are that obvious. So, has anyone seen my carpet rake? I can't find it.
Yeah.
All right. Show you in here. No big deal. I haven't even looked in the closets, but I'm sure they're fine. Yeah. So if you want to see the Dupray in action.
Oops.
You don't have a good plug-in.
I got a GFI.
It's probably tripped.
It's popped.
We carry it in that case there and on that cart. So we have our pre-spray bottles back there. We carry two different ones, and we have that. And if we have a really bad job we're going to, we have a big bag full of spotters and stuff that we'll bring with us too. But we have to carry this up some stairs, so we don't take anything up here. We don't have to. So we'll be back.
What we do is when we get out of the van, that we have a cart we put down on the ground. We have that box we put on it and the sprayers, and we just carry the whole caboodle right upstairs quick.
Yeah, we can't get that cart into a smart. We have a smart car that we use a lot of times, but that cart's not fitting in a smart cart.
But
we have to use a van.
It is collapsible. So
I'll pause the camera here because we got to wait for 10 minutes. We'll get everything pre-sprayed. Now some of this stuff may lighten up or even disappear with the pre-spray, so we'll see how that goes. But at least you got to see what we started with.
Yep.
And we'll start showing you how the neat cleans carpets. Stay tuned. Okay, we're preparing the floor tool. That's just a cheap microfiber. We actually got that at like the automotive department of Walmart. You can get like, they have a pack of 3 of these little.
You can get 2 of them for $1.
Is it 2 or 3?
It's like 2.
I think it's 3.
For as cheap as it, and they're microfibers, they're real sticky.
Yeah, and see these, and there he's putting, these are hair ties.
Yeah, that keeps the sides from coming, when you're pushing it forward, the side don't buckle under.
Otherwise it'll try to move on you a little bit.
It might move a little bit because these are real soft, but it'll
we're gonna try this. We haven't used these microfibers. We've used white cotton towels and we used the floor pads.
Yep.
And we're gonna try the microfibers. The cotton towels you have to throw away basically when you finish doing a carpet job.
Oh, they get so dirty, yeah.
But those, we may be able to clean those out and reuse them. If it's too much work to clean them, we just throw them out.
We just chuck them, they're cheap.
They're only like 40 cents.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you hate throwing something away. It's just the principle of the matter. You know, you spend money on it if you want. But then again, if it's going to take a lot of work to get it clean, just toss it and get another one. This stuff is cheap.
Okay, this pre-spray, because people will ask, that's Fabuloso. We put 2 cups per gallon, and I think you put in, what'd you put in, a cup or 2 of ammonia?
A couple of cups. I just poured some in. I know you're supposed to measure, but I don't. I just eyeball all the stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't put too much in, but I put enough in. I've been doing this so long, I don't care about measuring.
Well,
I'm not exact.
It's not like a whole bottle or anything. But that's what we're going to spray. And the ammonia helps lighten up a lot of the stuff as it dissipates. It's powerful. So this is going to Fabuloso is a 7 on the pH scale, so it's neutral. And ammonia, I think it's 11 or 12. I can't remember offhand. So it's boosting the pre-spray temporarily, but since ammonia breaks down and dissipates, it's not going to leave a residue behind. So it's a way to get a quick boost out of your pre-spray with something that's going to basically, I guess you could say, just evaporates and breaks down into other components disappears, so it'll leave the carpet
Just
back
spray
at
the
the.
carpet and see if any of the stains just can disappear on their own. They might.
Yeah, it'll leave the carpet neutral because of the Fabuloso, and then of course the Fabuloso is going to be atomized by the steam. So, and he's not putting a huge amount down. You don't really need a lot. And of course, for steamers, you don't really have to use pre-sprays in most cases if you don't want to. We just do it because it's part of the.
It's professional.
It's part of the price that we charge is to pre-spray. So.
At your own home, you can do these with just steam, but when you're doing it in a business, people want you to put some cleaning solution down. And the truth is, if you put a cleaning solution down, it helps the
Emulsify.
it helps the steamer to work even faster.
Yeah, if you get to an area.
It's in your best interest to use a spray.
Yeah, emulsify the stains as much as you can, and then when you get to them with the steamer, they're ready to go, and the steamer doesn't have to sit there and actually break them down. It'll do it, but it takes a little longer, and you can go faster this way. Also, you're not going to have to sit there and work the carpet too heavily because the quicker you can get the carpet clean and move on, the gentler you are on the carpet fibers, which is a good thing. And steam's gentle anyway.
There's something else. A lot of people have asked us, how does this steamer clean the carpets? How does it work? You know, to tell you the truth, you guys, we're not scientists. I'll tell you at a certain point, you just watch it work, you believe in it, and you do it.
Yeah,
it just works.
It's working. The results speak for themselves.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to pause so he can pre-spray because he's going to do the whole apartment. When you're using a steamer, you don't care if your pre-spray dries up.
No.
So you can spray the carpet down and let it dry if you want to, and come back because the steamer's going to reactivate everything. On the bonnet cleaning, you want to try to do a smaller area so that you keep the carpet.
You don't want your pre-spray drying for bonnet cleaning.
Yeah, you need that moisture to help.
Or you'll tip bloom the carpets.
Yeah.
They got to be wet.
But he's going to do the whole apartment, and by then, hopefully, the steamer will be ready to go, and we'll be back and we'll resume. So that's coming up. All right, the light just turned green. He's priming the pad. You can see the pre-spray already lightened up a lot of this stuff.
Oh yeah.
And we're experimenting with the microfiber to see if it's going to work or not. It maybe do. It looks like it sticks.
No, once you get it wet, it runs across.
It's gliding. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's great. Well, you know, microfiber's the big craze. Everybody thinks if you use microfibers, they're like magical, and we'll see. There's a microfiber floor bonnet that comes with these things, but it's not as aggressive as this is a microfiber rag, which is like a lot more aggressive than the floor pad they send you from Dupray. And we've used the floor pad, and it works, and it's not aggressive, and it works, and it's not aggressive. Imagine what something aggressive will do, you know?
All right.
I gotta say, it's taking stuff right up.
Now keep in mind on video when you're watching people clean carpets, a lot of times you see them go, you may notice there's something they didn't get out 100% and realize cameras pick up things that the human eye doesn't see. So like in there, that's a traffic area because that's like a main thoroughfare from the bathroom to the front door. So there's a chance it has a lot of dinginess in it that we're not going to be able to detect with the naked eye, and maybe the camera will pick up on stuff we don't see, maybe it won't.
All we got to worry about is the naked eye, because that's what the person moving in is going to see. Nobody's going to see the camera.
Yeah.
Except people on YouTube, like you guys.
And since we have a cloudy day, that's making the camera have to compensate. Oh, you dragged a big old hair.
Yeah, it's because somebody didn't vacuum real good. That's all right. Not not much.
The camera's compensating for the lower light, so that's going to boost things. So the carpet probably isn't going to show up on video the same color as it is in real life.
Well, I gotta say, the microfiber rag, it works. In fact, I'm in love.
Pick it up and see how the bottom looks, how dirty it is.
All right. You probably won't see it on the microfiber. It takes a lot of dirt getting trapped in these before you can really see dirt. Well, actually, I'll take it back. Here's what it looks like. Here's where the dirt's at. So,
well,
if anyone wants to ask this absorbent dirt, say yeah.
Well, and it's darker because it's wet too.
Oh, it's dirt. That's a big sign of dirt.
Well, they didn't vacuum very good, did they?
Not real good. Good enough to make an appearance.
Yeah, this place has been running through housekeepers lately, and they can't find one that's going to stay. So they'll get I think this apartment, they said they had it halfway cleaned and the lady walked off on them and they had to hire someone else to finish it.
Yeah, if you don't pay them enough, they won't stick around.
Yeah, and then they don't know if the person they hired to finish it actually knows what they're doing because they're young.
Yeah,
So
we'll see.
they're kind of desperate to get these things. I think they said, didn't they say this place, somebody's moving in tomorrow?
Yeah, this is Thursday. Someone's moving in on Friday.
Yeah, so it has to be finished. And so if anything isn't done, they don't have a lot of time to get someone up here to correct it. So.
They're lucky we were always able to get over here and help them.
All right, there's that gum.
All right, let's get that gum out.
We'll try, unless it's just so embedded it won't come.
I think
This is one of those weird types of carpets.
it's already coming. Look at that. Where is it? Where is it?
Yeah, it's out. And it's not on the bottom.
It's,
Yeah,
it's disintegrated.
Disintegrated, yeah.
That's what you want in gum. Just go bye-bye. No having to forward it later.
I could see by the fibers how this carpet's pretty old and worn. It doesn't have,
Oh, and just so you guys will know, some of you guys ask, how do you charge for this stuff? That piece of gum, that's for that tacked on $30 to the
well, there's
Hey,
other
that-
pieces
that's
of
the
gum.
truth.
It's $30, but there's like 3 or 4 other little pieces.
For $30, we'll take out one piece, or we'll take out 3 or 4.
Yeah, usually.
But you saw how fast we just made $30.
Well, the red stain over there, if we get that out, then we could charge for that too, or we'll just
Yeah,
throw it
well,
in, it depends.
What we do is we charge $30 for any gum, $30 for any red stains, or any other color stains. We just start tacking on. Now, it's legitimate upselling.
Well, for $30, we'll do a certain amount of red stains, and then if it's an excessive amount, we'll add on to that.
And if
You have to
don't-
do it.
If you don't want to pay us, we just won't do your stains.
Yeah.
We'll leave them in there and you can sell that to your customers. It's not our
Like
problem.
that gum there, if that just came out in one pass as he went over, we might not charge for it, but if he had to actually work on it a little bit and spend extra time, then we can charge extra for it and that's because we're using a steamer, we have a little advantage with this. If we were bonnet cleaning, using another machine, we would have actually had to do a special
Oh yeah,
treatment.
people ask us which is better, this or bonnet cleaning, and they both have their place. The truth is, if you're using bonnet cleaning, you're not going to get gum out with no bonnet. Now that's not saying the bonnet's not excellent, because it is, but there's certain things like you seeing the carpet getting cleaned,
Look at all that hair hanging off the bottom of the
you're
thing.
seeing the carpet's getting cleaned, and you saw gum come out, and you can't do that with a bonnet, no matter what bonnet machine you're using. They just don't take gum out. So this here, it's doing a good job cleaning the carpets. Plus, it just saved us it saved us an extra few minutes of having to break out an iron and get that gum out the hard way.
Well, yeah, if you're wondering if this actually cleans the carpets or not, it took the gum out of the carpet
Right
without too
out.
much trouble. And so that's what it's doing to stains that it encounters too. So it's breaking them down and atomizing them. And you can say, if you ask where did the dirt go, then ask where did the gum go, because you just watched it.
It just disappears. That's
Yeah.
where it goes.
So I don't think you can reach all the way.
Yeah, I just got it. Boy, it's coming out nice and shiny. That's what you want.
But these carpet fibers are worn out. I can tell by the way they look when you see them that this is an old carpet. And the fibers have started to separate. So the twist in the yarn is coming untwisted, and they're starting to have
Oh, here's some red, but I don't know if it'll come out. It's some old red. Oh, well. It looks like we're getting ready to tack on an extra $30. And we will too, I promise.
These are old red stains too, so
Yeah, someone tried to treat them with some kind of home chemical and they didn't do a good job.
yeah. But these carpets being worn like this, there's only so much you can do for the appearance. We'll make them look nice when we rake them. They'll be all fluffy, but when people walk on them, they'll mat down pretty quick.
Here's
and start to
another
look
one.
dingy.
Now, we don't never tell no one
That's the
exactly
dirty spot.
what we charge. But I'll tell you some things you can do if you're trying to get in this business. You can charge inexpensive prices to get in people's houses to clean, but then whenever you see gum and red stains, you start upselling. And you can take a job that pays, let's say a job pays $100, you can really quick get it up to $160, $200. You can just by upselling, and it's legitimate. You're not robbing them. You told them over the phone don't ever promise gum and red stains as part of your basic carpet cleaning service. That's an add-on. When you charge someone, you're going to charge them $40 or $50 a room. That's for cleaning only, not
Yeah, you have
not
to.
for restoration.
Unless you're in a market where you can actually get away with charging the highest price in the area, you can't really afford to throw a bunch of stuff in. So if you get to their house and there's things, especially things they didn't tell you about, like red stains or candy and gum in the carpets, and they want that out, and then you get there, then let them know that that's not part of the basic price that you charge.
I'm
And
gonna
you,
stop for a minute. That's
I'll
where you
charge
get your legitimate upsell.
There's something right, hold on. There's something that looks like right here.
I think it's just carpet mat.
No, there's something bluish or something there. Maybe some gum.
Okay, I feel something.
Little piece of candy.
Let it turn green again and we'll take it out, if I can find it again. But that carpet's looking blonde. It's got the shine look to it, like it's clean.
That's how I know it's not in good condition, because it has this funny shine to it. It has a silvery appearance to it. And that's how you could tell the fibers aren't holding together good.
When it turns shiny, you're cleaning.
You know, on a hot day when
I
you
can't
can
see it. We're moving on.
Okay. On a really hot day, when you look out across a grassy field or something like that, the grass has a silvery, shiny look to it. And that's how you can see animal tracks and footprints and everything, because that breaks the pattern. And you can see them if you know what to look for. And that's kind of how you get to where you can see carpets. It's that 1,000-yard stare that you develop with carpets, because you just see them. And you can see a certain look they get, and you can just tell the carpets are worn. In case you had any doubts, these carpets are worn, and there's only so much you can do with
They're
them.
not worn too bad, but they're worn some. And oh, by the way, you guys who have bought these neat steamers from watching us, I highly recommend you go to Walmart and get you these microfiber pads. They're in the automotive section.
Yeah, buy cheap ones. Don't buy the really nice microfibers for.
No, get the cheap ones.
The honest truth is, when we bought the neat steamer, it came with some microfibers, and then they sent us some more microfibers. And the truth is, they're white, and they're nice microfiber rags, and we're not going to use them for cleaning and stuff, because we don't want to, get them dirty, because we have a lot of cheap microfibers that we have around. And so this way, if you use the cheap ones, you can just toss them out if you want to. You can clean them or you can toss them.
Now be careful. I don't know if it matters, but I don't think these will transfer color to a carpet. But the yellow ones are safe. They're almost white. So they got at Walmart. They'll have orange ones, yellow ones, and blue ones. And I recommend you get the yellow ones if you're going to use them on this machine.
Yeah, experiment with the blue, because you don't want to have a color transfer. And I've noticed with those rags, when you wash them the first time, and you're supposed to wash microfibers before you use them initially, that it does change the color of the water a little bit to the color of whatever microfiber you're cleaning. So blue ones get the water a little bit blue. And maybe that fades, maybe that goes away after you've washed them a couple times. But yeah, keep in mind the safest thing to use is white, of course, on everything. But like if you're cleaning some furniture with your steamer or something like that, I suggest you stick with white microfibers, or you just use white cotton towels. And if you use colored ones, check in an inconspicuous area, and make sure when you do some pretty good steaming with them that you don't start to see a color.
Hey, we're taking out a little road stain, so that just tackle $30 more. That's $60.
Watch out, your hose is getting.
That's $60 in gum, and the road stain's right there.
Here, I'm just gonna give that a jump.
Just about half a foot.
Push. Yeah, don't pull the machine around by the hose.
No, it's like pulling a cat by the tail. They don't like it.
Now I'll put a link to a playlist where we have all the videos we've made with the neat, and so if you want to see it clean, we've cleaned a bunch of carpets with it. And I know some people have asked, why do you keep making videos with the neat? Like they're getting bored seeing it.
No more. This is the traffic guard.
Like they're getting bored seeing it and everything. And the truth is, when we introduce a new piece of equipment, and we want to show people how it works, we also want to use it to death, because
we do a lot of we do a lot of cleanings with something so we can decide if we're going to promote the product or not.
Yeah, if we figure out we don't think it works that good, then we will basically at some point tell people, you know what, this isn't the best way to do this, and you want to use something else.
If you're bored and want to see us doing more bonnet cleaning, we will. In a while, we'll start doing a lot of bonnet cleaning again, because we love bonnet cleaning.
Well, we actually do a lot of bonnet cleaning still. We just don't video everything. Most of our customers' houses, we don't try to video in if there's a lot of people sitting around, or if it's hectic at all. We don't even try to video, because we're going to have to, we're going to have problems with the sound.
We'll spot the video in. Yeah, and people are going to talk in the background.
Yeah, it's got to be a situation where, it's good lighting, and, and they're the friendly type of people that don't mind things like that, and they'll go along with it. And if there's anything funny about it, we don't even ask them if we can do it.
We have people, we ask them before we video, like, well, you're going to get my house robbed, it's going to be on the air. It's like, forget it, we don't want a video here. We just back off.
Well, I'm going to end the video here, because we can't do 20-minute videos, so we're getting pretty close to that. I'm not going to show the rest of this just because you've seen the worst of it. So we got the best part of the video out of this, and the rest isn't that important.
No, actually, the rest of it's fairly clean. This was the dirty area where all the stains, the gum. But we did what we could. There's red stains can, oh yeah, red.
Oh, Jay, you gotta stop, we're done. Check the video description. Thanks for watching.